I got this Sigma 16mm f 1.4 a couple of days ago. I got this like 3 days ago for my Canon M50. I wanna try it out for video. I wanna try it out for photos, and yeah, this is the only time I can get my hands on it. So this is a $399 lens. Depending on sales, I got it on Amazon. Yeah, I got a couple of coupons, so I got it for like 300 something ish. And yeah, I mean, a lens with an aperture of f1.4, what can you say about it? What else can you say about it? This is a perfect lens. It has no image stabilization, but it is good for me because I'm doing a sit-down video always. I do not vlog a lot, but when I vlog, I'm gonna use the lens that has an image stabilization. I got this Canon M50. You can turn that on, the EIS, or the electronic image stabilization of the camera, so you can have a smooth footages of your video when you're using a lens that doesn't have a stabilization in it. So yeah, all in all, I love this, and let's break into it. Let's do the intro first. Yeah, welcome back. My name is TJ. For those who doesn't know, I do vlogs, I do unboxing videos, I do tech related videos such as this. I do a lot of sitting videos. I often do a lot of camera stuff, mainly for Canon 90D and for Canon M50 now. Yeah, so let's talk about the Sigma 16mm f 1.4. As I said earlier, this is a $399 worth of a lens, depending on the sales, depending on where you're gonna get it. Maybe you can get it much cheaper on eBay. And yeah, this is a aperture of f1.4. This lens doesn't have an image stabilization, but this is so tack sharp. Yes, the reason I bought this really is for the sit-down videos like this. So I have a small setup, you know, because I am rocking with the Canon 90D full setup with 18 to 35mm f1.8 lens, and you know, a rig, so it's big for me. So I decided to get this one lens. I haven't got any f1.4 aperture lens, so this is a step up for me, and I like it so much. You know, when I use my gimbal, I don't need to balance that too much because this is light, this setup is light, and it works good for me. So let's talk about the pros and cons of this lens. First things first, let's talk about the pros. This has an aperture of f1.4. It is so nice to use this lens on the dark places like this. Here inside my studio, it's so dark, so when using an f1.4, it is so good. The other one, this is so sharp, you know. I couldn't say anything more. Sharpness of Sigmas, you know, I'm a big fan of Sigma's lenses, so yeah, that's the one thing I like about this. That's the pros. And the other one, this one has a metal build. This is built as a like a little tank. Yeah, it has a metal structure and it has a rubberized focus ring. It doesn't have a zoom ring because it's a fixed prime lens. So be aware that it's gonna be stay on 16 millimeter whatever you do. So that's a good thing about prime lenses, you know. Yep. And then the third pros is it gonna give you those bokeh issues that you're looking for. If you have an f1.4 aperture lens, the one that I'm using is f1.8, it will give you a nice, much blurrier background. You know, those are the bokeh issues that we're paying for, those fast lens like the f1.4, the f1.8. Those are the things that this lens has, the f1.4. So let's talk about the cons of this lens. Compared to the kit lens, this is a big lens. This is the kit lens and this is the Sigma lens. See the difference? Look at the difference of these bad boys. This lens is small and this one is big. So expect to you know, when you're using the Sigma lens, your hands are gonna get tired, but you can get used to it, you know, for quality's sake. So that's the first con. And the second con of this lens, it doesn't have an image stabilization. When you're using it in vlogging, you know, if you don't turn on the EIS of the Canon M50 or whatever Canon mirrorless you're using, it will produce a shakiness on your video. But if you use the EIS of the camera, it will crop a little bit, but it will stabilize the video. That's the only thing you have to sacrifice for, one thing, you know. So that's the second con of this lens. The third con is just the price. It's like $399 for the lens alone. You know, I mean, you can pay like 300 more if you want to get the 18 to 35 from Sigma. I mean, that is much better. You can buy it for like almost 600. But yeah, you can use it for full for APS-C type camera. It's not just for the M50, you know. Yeah, and that's the con of this lens. So this is the vlogging quality test of the Sigma 16mm f1.4 on a Canon M50, and I'm walking decent, and I didn't turn the image stabilization on, so I guess you can see the micro jitter shakiness of my hand. I'm holding it still, so it will prevent, you know, some shakiness on my footages. Then after this, I will turn on the EIS or the electronic image stabilization on my Canon M50, so you can see the difference between the enabled and non-enabled image stabilization using the Sigma 16mm f1.4. So now I'm using the Sigma 16mm f1.4. I enabled the image stabilization of the camera. I don't know if there's a little difference with the video. I don't know if it crops a little bit if I turn on the image stabilization. Same setting, same walking motion. I don't know if you can still see the shakiness of the video while I'm doing the vlog. Now I enable the enhance of the image stabilization on the Canon M50. I see that there's a lot of crop on the video, but I'm definitely sure that the shakiness of the footage will be lessened, or you know, take away some of those jitter shakiness. So here's the video quality test of the Sigma 16mm f1.4 with the EIS enhanced on the Canon M50. I think the shakiness is lessened, but the image cropped. As you can see, I can see my whole face on the screen now. It's not like when you disable it, you can see a lot of my background. But the thing is, you just stretch out your hands a little bit. So if you want to see a lot of background or wide perspective view, you just stretch your hands like this. So yeah, it's gonna be like that. I got my arms stretched. So yeah, I think this is okay. So let me know in the comment section below. Let's go back in the studio. So I hope you like the short video, and if you do, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can get informed whenever I upload video. As always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you're new, comment below, tell me about my video today. I'm gonna see you in the next one.